All right, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? We are back here, 7 a.m. sharp on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy show. We have Mr. Beedles who is trying his best to get connected here. We've been having some technical difficulties this morning, but we're going to kind of truck right on through because no matter the issue, because I had some this morning as well, we just keep pressing forward, keep moving forward, keep pressing forward through all of the technical difficulties that you have, through all the issues of life, through those things that try to stop you, keep moving forward. Because it may just be a delay, but it doesn't have to be a defeat. It may just be a delay, but it does not have to be a defeat. The only time that you get defeated is when you quit. Only time that you get defeated is when you quit. Um, so I'm writing something. So we are back here on the Mindset Makeover Challenge. We're here on day number 23. It's hump day. And basically what we're doing, guys, is we are going through 30 days, a 30-day challenge of focusing on our very most dominant goal. Mr. Beals is in the building.
Oh,
And
hey.
we're focused. Man, I was having some issues this morning as well. And we're focusing on that goal for 30 days straight, being positively focused. And so hopefully by now you know what you want, that you have honed in on that one thing that obviously you may want more than one thing, but we want to focus on at least one thing that you really want, you desire to have, to do, to be, to create, or become. And you want to focus on that thing for 30 days straight. We got the notion from The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And we have a link available in the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy.net website for you to get that audible, to kind of check it out and listen to that thing. It's 30 minutes long, but very, very motivational, very, very thought provoking information there. And so we want you to kind of connect to that and connect to our network as well. I'm your host, ERGJ, and your certified financial educator. And we do have Mr. Beedles in the building here with us on this wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Mr. Beedles.
What's happening? What's happening, everybody? This is Mr. Beedles, Mr. Wealthy, Healthy, Happy, your neighborhood financial planner and small business developer. Thank you for joining and tuning in again. This is, man, we just rolling along, man, and I feel great about it. I'm learning some stuff, man.
Well, that is cool, man. I was actually, while you were getting connected, I actually had some issues this morning trying to connect. I don't know whether it was the Comcast or what, but I was having some issues. You were having some issues, some technical difficulties, and through that process, man. Basically, what I said is that you got to keep moving forward throughout the issues that you may have in life, and delay doesn't mean defeat. Delay doesn't mean defeat. You may be delayed in, you may have to take a detour. You may have to go a different route. You may have to change course, but you doesn't necessarily have to change your destination. You can change, you make course corrections along the way. And so delay doesn't necessarily have to mean defeat. Defeat only comes when you quit. Defeat only comes when you quit. But you got to keep pressing forward and perseverance. And also say that if it doesn't get tough, then it's probably not right for you, because there is going to be opposition. There's going to be something that you have to go through. You have to defeat in order to feel victorious, right? Victory comes at the end of a fight. And so, if you don't have some type of opposition, whether you want to call it haters, whether you want to call it whatever, I tend to say, then you're probably not doing your greatest thing, right? Because your greatest thing is going to run up against some type of opposition that's going to test your mettle to see if you're serious about accomplishing, being, doing, or creating whatever it is that is, but that is big enough. to make the type of impact in this world, hopefully, that you want to make. Your big audacious goals shouldn't be very easy to tap into, accomplish, because you're probably not big enough.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And man, so all right, so you hit us with a few nuggets already. You said delay is not defeat, and I think that's I think that's a strong one for especially for the entrepreneur, and the reason why it's so important for you to understand that delay is not defeat is as you're charting your path. So we've already settled in our minds that we have the definite major purpose, the DMP. So we have our coordinates and we are headed now towards our destination. Now, what you don't see in your course is are the obstacles, the challenges, the contrast, the opposition that is going to meet you along the way. But in those obstacles, challenges, oppositions, the walls, the conflict, the haters, in all of that, what's happening is it is preparing you for the end goal. And you have to have all that stuff along the way. You have to have the delays and everything else that comes with that along the way to make you stronger. It absolutely has to prepare you for your big audacious goal. So your path and your journey along the way is all a process. It's all a part of the learning cycle, in you getting there. And if you didn't have those things, then you would be prepared for it. And when you got it, you'd lose
it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about, as I think about delays sometimes, I'm thinking about like someone, off in college, right? And they the goal was to get that degree in 4 years, but things happen along the way. Maybe you had to pick up an extra job, you had to take a semester off, or the course wasn't available when you wanted to take it, and all these different things that happen along that journey of accomplishing or getting that degree. And so maybe it takes you 5 years instead of 4 years, or maybe you change majors or something like that, right? Because you realize, oh, this isn't what I was, this isn't, designed for me. What I thought when I was 18 versus what I think when I'm 21 is two different thought processes. You mature in your thoughts as well. You grow in your consciousness, and so I'm thinking about that journey of getting to the end, or finally getting to that place where, hey, I am finished with my degree. But look how many different twists and turns came along the way of getting that degree. Life itself, whether it be from personal or it be from professional, happened, and you still went through all of that to obtain that certificate saying that you have completed. And so there are delays that happen. Delays happen, guys. They absolutely happen, and they must happen. They must happen for development. A leader itself, man, they were a follower before they were a leader, but in that following process, they learn how to become a better leader. Hopefully, they learn the things that made people move. They learn how to inspire. They learn how to be diligent and how to persevere. They learn a lot following, so they could prepare to become a better leader. Even though they probably had a leadership capabilities or leadership qualities while they were following, but the time wasn't right for them to now become that leader. But they learn a lot of things about following, and they learn how to being a great follower can turn into being a great leader.
Yeah, we so what I'm learning what I'm learning about this process is or what I'm appreciating about the process is going back to being a student. And I guess at some point in your career, at some point along the way, you think you feel like you've arrived a little bit, and in that process, sometimes you forget that to remain a student is to stay fresh. It means that you're staying fresh. You are always filling your cup. You always have something to give, and you have to and you got to seek out those. You have to seek out the uncomfortable moments. You got to seek out the the challenges in life. And sometimes that might mean, again, going back to delay, sometimes that might mean delay. But again, in that struggle, there's some transformation and there's some change, man. There's something to be appreciated. And so my word today, man, is just be in the moment. Learn to truly be in the moment. Learn to truly appreciate where you currently are right now. Because when you miss the moment, when you're always thinking about tomorrow, when you're always thinking about the end of your definite major purpose, you tend to miss the lesson. And what you'll find is a year later, you're still going through the same stuff. And it's because you forgot how to appreciate the moment. So don't be discouraged in where you are right now. Really understand why you are where you are right now. Start really asking those questions, those hard questions about yourself. Start really looking in the mirror and taking a look at the stuff that you could get better at, and then do something about it, because that's going to get you to the next place.
Absolutely, man. I think that as we talk about being in the moment, man, that is that can be a challenge for a lot of people, because many times in our minds we're thinking either the future or the past. Hardly ever are we thinking about the present, right? Our minds tend to wander all over the place, at any given moment, but we have to take control of our thoughts. And hence the reason the Mindset Makeover Challenge, right? It's taking control of what you think about. And so if you're a person that's always thinking about the past or always thinking about the future, those are great things to reflect on and great things to dream about. But right now is really all that you have. And so so he mentioned asking those tough questions, to either ask them of yourself or get someone to ask you. Have someone in your life that can ask you those tough questions so that you can come to a place of realization, right? We got a place of reflection, we got a place of dreaming, but then you have a place of realization, which is where you are right now, what you're doing right now in your life, in your space, in your mental capacity. Where are you right now? And once you get to a place of realization, then you can kind of match that up with, okay, well, where I am right now versus where I want to be or where I think I should be. And then if there's a gap, then we can start figuring out ways, steps, processes to get to where I think I should be in life. Whether that's, I thought I was going to be a doctor by now. Well, if you're not a doctor right now, then there's a process of steps to get to becoming that doctor. But where are you right now? And taking a moment to one, realize that, and like you said, appreciate that, right? Appreciate that space, because you've gone through a lot just to be where you are right now. No matter where you are right now, no matter how old you are right now, you've been through a lot. A lot of life lessons have come your way that you can always remember, draw upon to become, a better self.
Yes, sir. All right. So let me tell you what I learned. This is my mindset makeover. I had a light bulb moment this weekend, and it has just been getting better and better and better. So one of the goals and challenges that I have for myself is I want to make the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy Network the #1 marketplace for growing people. So I didn't really know what that really meant. I thought I knew what it meant until I had the pleasure of watching this UFC fight this weekend, and Conor McGregor is now the UFC featherweight, and he has put the statement out there that he's going to be the UFC lightweight champion at the same time, so holding dual belts. It's a pretty big, audacious goal that he has, but it wasn't necessarily about the fights, but it was more about the philosophy. And I really started to dig into his background. The more I started listening to what he had to say, and there were, there were some things that were so, excuse me, so in line with where we are and what we're trying to do. And he's reached a level of ascension, for lack of better terms. But he is but he talks a lot about the law of attraction. But he has truly embodied what he has seen, and so they call him the Mystic Max, because he is speaking stuff out of his mouth, and then he goes and he actually does it. And so what a beautiful example of somebody that we can, you can kind of look to and say, man, if I wanted to know what the law of attraction looked like, that's what's going on right now. I hope I'm not rambling, but all right. So when I listened to him again, started digging deep into some of his old fights, some of his old philosophy. He mentioned a man by the name of Ido Portal. That's Ido Portal. Ido Portal. And Ido Portal is a philosopher of philosophers, and he talks about movement of the body. But he talks about the philosophy in which we are moving and having our being. And I'm going all the way around to kind of bring this back to a point to say that along your journey, along this 30-day journey, there will be that light bulb moment for you. If you are truly seeking it, there will be a light bulb moment, whether it's a person, whether it's a book, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a phrase that you've heard for the last 10 years, and all of a sudden it comes back now and it hits you, but it hits you in a way that it really awakens. It really awakens you. So I'm saying in this journey, I've been awakened. And what I know to be true today is that in order for you to do anything that you desire, in order for you to achieve the big audacious goal, what you have to do is you have to connect your mind, your body, and your spirit. And you have to tell the truth. You have to tell your truth. You have to be an honest expression of who you are. And in doing that, you'll attract everything that is equal and like you. So if you're having some challenges, you got to go back and you got to take a look in the mirror, and you got to ask yourself, am I truly being honest about who I am and the way that I'm expressing myself? And if not, deal with it.
Yeah, you can't keep a lie going forever.
Yeah, deal with it. Deal with it. And if you do, and a lot of us do, and we don't know that we're lying to ourselves, right? And again, I kind of use the workout as an example. But if you are not moving your body at least 20 to 30 minutes a day deliberately for the purpose of keeping yourself healthy, if you're not eating good foods, if you're taking in things that you know are harmful to your body, then those things are also called lies, right? And we can make the excuse that we're tired and it's cold outside, or it's raining, or I don't have the right shoes, or I don't have a workout partner, or whatever. I don't have the money. But all of those things are lies. So I challenge you, make those phone calls. Get yourself up in the morning. Do what you know you are supposed to do, because it's a promise to yourself and you owe it to yourself. Absolutely.
Absolutely, man. So you said it's not the fight, it's the philosophy, man. That is a very, very catchy tagline, and it looks like your moment with UFC, Ewan McGregor, was a light bulb for you. And so hopefully those that are here today, there's some light bulb moments that are going off for you. I don't know how long you've been following along with us, but hopefully you've had some moments of transparency. You've had some moments of revelation. You've had some moments of awakening. Awaken thyself. And so it's really, that's the point. I mean, that's the whole thing. This is the whole reason why we started this thing, was to seek and find, right? Seek and find. So the Mindset Makeover Challenge is all about putting that philosophy to the test. If we seek, then we will find. Have you been seeking? Have you been looking? Have you really been on the prowl for a better, for a shift in your philosophy, a shift in your mindset, to shift towards the things that you know will be good for you, whatever that may be. And so here on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy show, we've got a couple of open seats available. There may be some people here today that want to share their transformation, want to share their revelation, want to share their awakening. Feel free to hop in the seat. We got a few moments to cater to our fans. We got fans now. But also at the wealthyhealthyhappy.net, that's a place that you can continue to follow along. If you missed some days, maybe you came in on the latter end of the challenge, feel free to go to the website. Plethora of information there, a lot of blogs, vlogs, a lot of opportunities to connect the marketplace for you as well, to kind of just follow the movement, man. 30 days to change your life, really. If you think about it, that's not a very long span of time, but it's an absolutely critical time to change your destination, to become better, to become greater. 30 days, that's really all it takes to change a habit, to change your life, to be great. It's not about the fight, man. I love that. It's not the fight, it's the philosophy. And I think that we're in a new age of life, man, but philosophy itself, the study of philosophy, the study of the mind, the study of making that all flow.
Yeah.
Mind, body, and soul, man. That is true. To have it in unison. Once you get to that place in all areas of your life where you're flowing in unison with your mind, body, and soul. Now, let's talk about that for a second, right? Because there are many times that our mind says one thing and our body does another, right? There's the many times that our soul is craving for one thing, but we give it something else. Right, we're out of alignment with from our mind, our body, and our soul. And so, if we can just get into alignment and make sure all of those things are pure, that has got to be the utopia.
That's godlike. That's godlike quality, man. That's godlike quality. You know, I truly believe that we've been created in the image and the likeness of our creator. And if he can do all things, or if the creator can do all things, then and then we had that example through many of the sages that walked the earth, then I truly believe that it's possible. And when you really start listening to yourself and then become obedient to the higher self that's on the inside of you, it will lead you, and it will line you up, mind, body, spirit. It'll line you up. And then the calling becomes easy, right? The big audacious goal becomes easy. There's a lady named Abraham Hicks, and she talks about creating.
That's a lady? I thought that was a guy. That's a lady?
Yeah, that's a lady. Her real name is yeah, her real name is Esther Hicks, but she talks about creation, and she says that it's just as easy to create a button as it is a castle. Take that in right quick. It's just as easy to to create a button as it is to create a castle. It's just how we align and attune ourselves. And so when you are a match, when you are an equivalent match to the things that you desire, they just show up in your life. And all you have to do is speak them and line up.
Man, so we got some instructions for you today. Again, we got a couple minutes if anyone wants to jump into a seat. Thanks so much for joining, Veda, Raz Rising, Miss Britt.
What up?
Here again. One day Miss Britt gonna show her face. Yep. She's too blessed to not be, especially on this topic. But anyway, so some instructions for you guys today, man. I really, we didn't even know what we was gonna talk about today. We just got to get on and just start talking. Sometimes it's one of those rambling Wednesdays. But listen to your mind, right? What is your mind telling you? Listen to your body. What is your body telling you? Listen to your spirit. What is your spirit telling you? What are all these three things telling you? What and then when I say what are they telling you? What are they instructing you to do? Right? Because there is action in everything, right? They're instructing you to do something. Maybe I know for me, right? I got to make a phone call today. I have got to make it today because my mind has been telling me this is the right thing to do, and I just have not picked up the phone to do it. And it's been a couple of days, and it's been bothering me, and it's still on my mind, and I got to make the call today. Get it out. I just got to do it, no matter how much I'm not looking forward to it. It's got to be done. My mind is telling me, and my spirit is telling me that what needs to happen. Now my body, I gotta make my body do what my mind and my spirit is saying, right? Because it's the right thing to do. And I'm bringing that up because there may be some areas in our lives, and I want you guys really to think about this today. What is your mind instructing you to do today, tomorrow, to get done, to complete? What is your spirit? Maybe there's somebody you need to get right with. Maybe there's an apology that needs to be made. Maybe there's a thank you that needs to be said, right? What is your spirit instructing you to do today? And then what is your body instructing you to do today, right? What is your body instructing you? Where is it telling you to go? What is it telling you to do? Is it telling you to shake someone's hand? Is it telling you to give someone a hug? What is your body telling you to do? What is it telling you to eat? And I'm telling you, when I think about the body, because it's the easiest thing to talk about, right? I know when I go against my body, what happens, right? When I eat those hot wings, and think about it, right? Whenever I get indigestion, whenever I get a headache, whenever I get sick, I didn't listen to my body. And I knew this back when I was young, that I'm not a big medicine person because I believe that I'm 100% whole. I just go against my body and I make myself sick by doing what my body told me not to do, and I wanted to do it anyway. Right. I went with my mind instead of my body. But I don't know why I'm going here. But when I don't listen to my body, I find myself in compromising positions by not being able to perform at 100% because I didn't listen to my body. I didn't take that walk. I didn't drink that water. I didn't whatever, or I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, or I didn't do something that I should have done as it relates to my body, my physical, the physical awareness that I think we all have.
Right.
So what is it?
Yeah. Huh? We're machines. You know what I mean? Like we are divine machines. We're in this bio suit so that we can experience the earth. And when we take care of the body, there's some amazing things that we can do, man. You could fly if you wanted to. If you really believe that, you could. You could fly, man. And you can, and so you start seeing it happen. Like you're I'm so excited that I ran into this guy, Ido Portal. But because if you guys don't know, I'm also a martial artist as well. And so I'm in love with the art. I'm in love with the philosophy. And for a year, I stepped away from it just because life got busy and kids started doing other activities and things like that. And so it was, so I made the excuse that it was difficult for me to, kind of find myself back into the way. But man, I ran into a beautiful teacher, man. And I know that this is the transformation, but I would encourage you to, I'd encourage you to look up Ido Portal. I'll write him down here at the bottom. And again, just listen to the philosophy. If you do nothing else, I think the philosophy will help to maybe refine some of the areas of your life. But he's got a beautiful message, man, and it truly is about just really aligning yourself, connecting, and then go from there. The sky's the limits.
Man, it's not the fight, it's the philosophy, my people. Man, I think we're gonna be kind of coming back to this tomorrow, man, because I really want to talk about alignment, man.
Yeah,
I really want to talk about alignment. I just got a new light, and I'm really thinking about this alignment stuff, man. It's mind, body, and the spirit. And if you're out of alignment, I know I got some areas in my life that I need to align. And I really want to talk about the reason why I want to talk about this, because I know we focus a lot on entrepreneurship and business, but I think it's important for us to look at it holistically. We need to look at our personal life. We need to look at our relationships. We need to look at, our business, our associates, our customers. We need to look at self. And we need to really start honing into this alignment thing, right? Because we can try so many different things and be out of alignment. We can pursue so many different things that have nothing to do with our purpose or our passion, out of alignment. And I think that the delays, some of those big delays in our life come because we're out of alignment.
Come on, Evan. Hey, man. Hey, buddy. That's it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I just got chills, man. All over.
They really come. I think a lot of them become because we got out of alignment, man. We're gonna pick this back up tomorrow, guys. I hope that you guys are here. We're here Monday through Friday. So I am super excited about this. These technical issues is not going to stop us from talking about this thing, man, because we're gonna really be talking about alignment. I think maybe for the rest of the week. I'm not quite sure.
The pursuit of alignment.
Yeah, the pursuit of alignment, guys. So Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern, we are here. Today we're on day number 23 of the Mindset Makeover Challenge. Of course, it's not a me show, it's a we show. So we do open seats up available for you guys to get in, to chat with us, to join in on the conversation. And hopefully today has blessed you. It definitely has blessed me and brought up some revelation and some awakening. I'm going to be writing and thinking and jotting down and pursuing some more getting back to a philosophy and focusing on that instead of focusing on the fight.
Man, when the mind is right, the fight is easy. Oh my God. You gotta look, please fill me out on this, man. I know that, there's some people out there that might not necessarily be into the UFC, but again, it gives you there's a beautiful, beautiful parallel between what happens with the fighter as he is preparing for the fight and then what happens when he actually gets into the ring and fight. So you can take that scenario and you can insert yourself into the situation. And all the preparation that you do before you actually go take the test, you go sit in front of your clients, you go to the gym, you prepare for a track meet or a bowling event, whatever the case may be, it is truly about the philosophy and how you approach this thing that we call life. And the reason why we're getting beat up all the time is because we are not properly preparing ourselves for the fight. We got to get in alignment.
So we got the pursuit of alignment. We got preparation is key. We got to add that to the docket.
Yeah.
Hey, as we get into hey, Miss Mika Malone, thanks for joining.
Mate.
Cool. Well, guys, that is our show today here on the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy show. It's not the fight, it's philosophy. We got some great things coming up. Make sure that you follow us on the wealthyhealthyhappy.net. This is the place where you can kind of catch up on maybe some things that you missed if you are just joining us. Miss Coaching is here. Oh man, we missed her. Miss Kim Harris, thanks for joining.
Kim Harris, what's happening?
But this is what we do, guys. So if you want to join the inspired crowd, then you need to be here every day, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Why not get your day started out on the right foot? Why not get your day started with the right philosophy? Why not start that thing out with us? It is the place to be, the Wealthy, Healthy, Happy People Show.
Yes.
Well, I am your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator and success coach. And we got Mr. Beedles in the building.
Yes. And thank everybody for tuning in. I see everybody in the building. Make sure that those that came in late, we'll have some information up on the wealthyhealthyhappy.net. So make sure that you tune in there so that you can get caught up on the blogs. And if you want to replay this show, that will also be available for you as well. But I am Mr. Beedles, your Mr. Wealthy, Healthy, Happy, your neighborhood financial planner and small business developer.
And we are wealthy, we are healthy, we are happy,
and we are out.